Hey guys, so today I'm going to actually show you what I'm going to do for driving for dollars today. So first step, I'm going to go pick up my area. So, not this one, my other one, it's right here. So today I want to go over to the Mission Bend area, 77083, and tackle that area. So first thing I'm going to do is open this up, Zillow. And then do my filters. Rent. Sorry for this is taking a little bit longer than I was expecting. Load time. So I'm being over in this area today. So let's go look at a couple of these. As I'm kind of glancing, I'm looking at properties. See, 1900 it could work, but I'm looking for a lower price point, something like this. This area. I'll show you why. So this is, as you can tell, right now it's older. Looks like they might have done some light remodeling. Not even. It's old out. It's even outdated here. So even better. That's the kind of neighborhood that we're looking for. Older, outdated. It looks fairly clean. Looks like it just could use a little bit of grass cutting. But stay with me, guys, and I'm gonna drive out there and we're gonna go look at it. Guys, so I just want to remind you that I'm just using a GPS to the address, and I'm just GPSing my way to that neighborhood. I'm not going to really go to that house per se, but it's just going to GPS me just to that neighborhood to get things started. So just pulled in the neighborhood, and I'm going to be able to show you kind of what I look for in the neighborhoods for houses. Again, this is just my way of doing it. There's a bunch of different ways you can go about it, but this will help you with your framework on how to gather leads. So let me show you. We'll look for again, homes that are kind of worn down, and like I see one right here that could be a good possibility. So we're gonna go look at this one. And kind of overgrown, car's kind of older, busted. I'm not saying it's bad, but it just looks broken down. So we're gonna go ahead out of here, and so it's not 7719. It's the one right next to it. So that would be my first lead right there. Okay, hopefully you can see that with the reflection and everything. But let's go and find some more. Since there's no outlet right here, we're just gonna go down this one and see what we have, see what it has. I like to just go down the no outlets while I'm driving, so I don't have to come back to them. Stop at this one right here. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but you see the roof? It has a shimmering type of effect. I don't know if you can see that in there. Or it's kind of white, almost. It kind of looks like dandruff, almost like, but not. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this one as well. That's right there. I'm gonna add that one because that's signs that the roof itself is aging. Okay. And this one too, if you can see, paint's starting to peel underneath that window. There could be other things, but since it's just that, I'm gonna go ahead and add that one too.
since we're there. And like I said, Paul's talked about it before, you couldn't tell sometimes that houses need help even by just the paint missing, or just by a little paint missing. So I just keep my filter wide and do it that way. And then I'll look at this one too. Got a broken down car. Obviously the lawn care is taken care of, but broken down cars and stuff too, I'll add. Like I ran across one yesterday, we were driving around, and I ended up not adding it even though the garage was full. So I see signs where like the garage is full, like the person might be like a hoarder of some kind. I'll add it just because. But yesterday I actually saw that they were actually building a shed in the backyard, so I didn't add it simply because it looks like they were finally moving stuff. And let's see this one right here. I'm gonna add this one. It's really bright, but it's kind of, you can see kind of dirty brick. I'll add dirty brick as well. Obviously look at your neighborhood as you're driving and look at what your average house looks like. Like, does it look at the better half, or does it look like the worst half? Is it helping the neighborhood, or is it hindering the neighborhood? And then this one right here, I saw garage ladders on the side. At the same time, that the gutter is starting to fall off. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that one too. And this one right here, I don't know if you can see it, but the shingles are getting bad too. Pull over and stop. So I'm gonna add that one too. As you can tell, I don't really put a lot of effort into like what the house looks like. If I see something, I'm gonna add it just because you never know. I'd rather have, like I said, I talked before, I'd rather have it than not have it. And then let's see if I can show this one too. Cars on brick, or it has bricks holding it up, and the siding is really dirty. Obviously they manicure the lawn, but broken down cars and other things, you never know. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that one too. Yeah, overall, if you look at the neighborhood's decent. It's still a good value neighborhood. A lot of people can rent here, live here, and still feel comfortable. But we look for the ones that need the repairs themselves. So this would kind of be your gemstone area type neighborhood, if that makes any sort of sense. In Houston, these houses would probably value between 150 to 170, average depending on condition. So this is kind of what I just do. I just drive around. Obviously you can see here on my map, since I use Deal Machine, it tracks where I go, so I don't miss any streets. And like this one right here, and it says some long grass in the corner, some dead grass as well. I'm gonna go ahead and add this one. Dead end, so I'm going to go down this one again, or go down a different one. See when we just passed, this is a dead end. What I like to do is I also just look at one side, and then so as I go around, I just continue looking on that one side, and eventually I'll get to see everything. Yeah, this one right here is going to be a good one, I feel. Dirty there, dirty on the garage, dead grass. And this one has some long grass there too. This is abnormally long. If stuff looks like construction or doing carpets or something. So I'm gonna add that one just because if they're doing some work, they more likely there needs more work. And then I'm gonna add this one too. You can see that, but like grass is everywhere, just kind of unmanicured. And a very old vehicle in the driveway too. A couple old vehicles broken down, so that's another really good one. Good opportunity. Really good one. But I don't know if you guys can catch it on the video, but I am definitely doing some multitasking right now. Driving a manual, holding a phone, and also talking to you guys, and then also trying to add leads. So it's fun. This is very fun. That's another level of enjoyment. This one too. Kind of older vehicles. You can see that grass is kind of, I'm not saying it's long, but they're doing a couple things. Look, you can't see it very well, but there is some trash by the garage door. And I just kind of wind my way through these neighborhoods because so I make sure I cover every street in this neighborhood before I go to the next one. You never know that you might miss something in a small pocket, so definitely take the time and comb through the neighborhoods, especially when you come across, you know, a lot in a certain area. So I've been, just as a quick recap, I've had this video on for about 11 minutes or so. Haven't turned it off, and so far I've gotten about 15 leads from it in this time frame. So there's definitely possibilities, like this one right here. You can see it, but it's definitely a good one. And this one right here as well. So I'm gonna add these quickly. This one, again, I look at all sorts of different things that could be. This one could be a really good one too. Just kind of trashy looking. I'm not saying that they are, but trashy type people. But the way that they have their house itself can mean that they need some sort of assistance using our services. Overall, yeah, this is a decent little neighborhood here. It's older, but it's clean. The community likes to, you know, for the most part, keep up with things. Like this one's gonna actually be a good house. I can see it. Let me actually back up. The windows, it's kind of rotting. Dirty brick, concrete slab, kind of all over the place. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that. On top of that, they have a lot of, I guess, pine needles in the garage. Or not the garage, the gutters. So they don't really care for cleaning up after, or they don't really care about the appearance of everything. So that's what I'm gonna go. I hope some of this information is very helpful for you guys when I go through this. Try to be as helpful as I can. I understand that certain areas that you guys may be marketing in might not look like this, but like I said, it's just for framework to help you guys try to decide. Ooh, this one right here. It's kind of bare. The windows are really like old and they're kind of dirty, stained, and just there's grass coming out of the driveway, the cracks of the driveway. I'm gonna go ahead and add that one too. Just 1, 2, 3 houses back. Like that one. See this? Catch the siding. So 17. added that. This house right here, see if I can come back to it, but the soffits are getting old. Maybe I can get a good video of this one. Which you can see that in the shimmering, but that's usually an aged roof, and it's getting to the point to where it needs change anyway. So I'm gonna add it. Because that could be an expensive thing because they're not ready for it. So trying to get them in the lead list ahead of time, and add that into my ways of negotiating the price down. So this one right here, this one, it's worn out siding. The roof is the shingles are starting to fall off. Dirty on the base by the brick. Kind of just, it's aging. It's just aging house. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that one too. And the one right next to it too. It's vacant. We might be doing some repairs on it, but I'm just gonna add it to say that I did. You never know where they could be added. Might be a homeowner doing it. Who knows? This one too. I'm gonna add this one. You can see like they tried to repair the brick or the roof. So I'm gonna add that one. We're 20 minutes in and got 25 leads. So lead a minute or more is what I like to go for. Any more, even better. This one right here coming up. Siding. Older cars in the driveway. So I'm gonna add that one too. Like I said, nothing bad about them, but if we can provide them a good service, help them with any needs they may have. I'll add that one too. Dead grass in the center, and it just, to me, it had that odd vibe, so I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna add this one too. And this one. And this little, cul-de-sac here. I'm gonna add that second one right there. You can see siding. It's just getting old. Or not siding, but the soffit. This one. I'm gonna add this one. Looks like they don't really care for their lawn care too much. So I'm gonna add that one. Sometimes it's just the people. But other times it could be that they don't have enough care, emotional connection to the house. So I'm gonna add that one. And this one too, even though it's clean, it looks like it needs a roof here soon. It's that 20-year, but it's starting to show signs of cracking. I'm not sure if it's showing up in the video. I'm gonna add it anyways. And then this one too, I'm gonna add that one. Just has this dirty outside, so I'm gonna get that in there. And damaged fence, overgrown trees, whole nine. This one was a good one. It's kind of dirty. Soffits are getting old. Not really, it kind of has this vibe of not really caring on the outside, so I'm gonna add it. This one kind of the same thing. It's not really benefiting the neighborhood having things like this, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this one too. And then this next one too. The gutter's starting to rot. No, it says no trespassing, whatever. I'm not really trespassing, so I'm just gonna add the list and contact him later. Wait until they say yes before I come out. Oh, this one too. Looks like rental. You can't see it anymore, but actually I'm gonna back up. You can see like the window, original. It's just, yeah, old. Add that one. We're gonna add that one right there. Other ones I really wouldn't touch, just to share with you, pull over, but this one right here, not much to it. It's clean. Looks like they take care of it. So, actually, the person behind me just pulled in that driveway. They obviously take care of their house right there, so I wouldn't mess with it. And that's kind of reference point of houses to kind of stay away from. I would do this one though. So it's got this like wood type texture over the garage. Is really outdated. You see I don't know if you can catch that. At the corner of the roof, there's some like discoloring. So it could be a power wash, but also could need work. I'm just gonna go ahead and just add it. But with the lawn care on that house being kind of the way it was, kind of unkept, kind of just not manicured. This one right here looks like the gutter's been fixed on the left. Just overgrown brush, trees, everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this house too. And then I'm gonna add this one too. It looks kind of vacant, clean, but it's old. You can see the soffits are getting worn out. Roofs need to be replaced here soon. So I'm gonna add that one too. And you can tell it's still kind of dirty underneath the windowsill and stuff. So, might as well add it. Go ahead. I'm gonna add that one too in the corner here. Kind of overgrown grass in some spots. Need some cleaning. The roof is really old. This one, same thing too. Just that shining effect on the roof. So add that one. And if they had like a lot of trees or manicure the trees, whatever it may be, if they have a lot of stuff just sitting or not brushed, I'm gonna go ahead and add those ones too, as a point, just because they could just be old of it. Who knows? Just thinking that it's too much labor to just blow off the leaves or get it cleaned up. And then I'm gonna add this blue one too. Let's see. Get a little closer to it. It just looks worn out. Something's fallen off there. The paint is peeling. The soffit's worn out. The windows, just that whole thing. It's just not helping the neighborhood. So I'm gonna add it. Sometimes you can tell that someone's trying, or someone's not really trying. So like these ones, some of these ones are really good. Like this one, I saw a roof pieces falling off. This one's gonna be a really good one too. Roof pieces are starting to fall off there. That one too. Similar concept, right around the roof line, wearing out. This one I added because the garage is dented. Like, how do you really dent something like up there? So I'm gonna just added it. This is overgrown grass, dirty. They shifted to their garage, so they don't have a garage anymore. Really dirty, overgrown. And then also this one. I'll even pull up. Yeah. So these are ones that are definitely being added to my collection. Even this one. Just like the roof, dirty. I'm gonna add it. Alrighty. So I've been driving now for 32 minutes, and I have 60 properties. Catch it on video right now, but 60 properties, 32 minutes. At my friends is how you be effective with your time. 60 properties, 30 minutes. I know you can do it. Not saying you can do it in 30 minutes, but let's just say you get 50 houses in an hour. That's still killer. So just keep on doing what you're doing, and eventually you will find your next deal. Take care, guys. We'll see you then.